to the game.
Welcome everyone to Lubbock, Texas, Jones A.T&T Stadium, where their tortillas will be flying in celebration and in support of their beloved Texas Tech Red Raiders. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the BYU Cougars taking on the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas Tech's offense will get first crack at it here. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
To the air, it's Hammond. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Fires to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So BYU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him, but Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games.
Oh, he's got some space. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Got his man on the right, and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
Shows him the stiff arm. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, they go with a toss play, and you see the patience this running back has. I love when he has the ball in his hands. He's just able to sort of feel out where defenders are. He's able to see the hole open up. Once he sees it, puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Nice carry.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now the play fake. Rush is on him. He'll pull it down and run. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. On first and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down. Because the RPO game's been a problem.
Third and goal, where the strong come through. Snagged out of the air. Touchdown, Cougars. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Finds his tight end. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Last completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Stone.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26.
BYU offense will take over 1st and 10.
They'll send the back in motion. They try to get it outside on the left. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
Trying play action. Firing to the right, complete. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Quarterback making checks. Trying to turn the corner on the left. At the 45, on his way. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Give to the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the back. Toss sweep to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
All right, offensively, you're not having a lot of success right now running this thing to the perimeter. The defense was there. They were ready for that. You made one guy miss. They still got you for a TFL. You might have to think about getting back to running between the tackles now.
Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a gap. It's Joyner. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to pass it. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him. and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They are backed up, top field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Hagan. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Wants to adjust the pattern. Jackson will throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. After the laundry marked the field, 1st and 5 for this offense. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to go up top. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, BYU! The defense putting points on the board. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And the extra point is good. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sideline. Like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. These DBs going to give a little cushion. To the ground. He's got it again. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Lubbock. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll open the second half on the ground. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quick release by the QB. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Jackson gonna throw it. Sets up the screen. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Finds a tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, BYU.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Pulls and fires complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Looking for a push on 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Jackson will throw. Quickly complete.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun, they'll run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. BYU with the 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Hagan. At the 20, he's got space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense down. Instead, they'll replay it. Wide receiver comes in motion. Jackson gonna throw it. It's on target and complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. 1st down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch and run, walk in, score. Defense made a nice play.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Nice job by this defense, man. Playing aggressive, playing physical, taking away the easy stuff on the perimeter. Nice job rushing the quarterback, bringing more bodies near the line of scrimmage, getting the sack, and forcing the 3rd down and goal.
Got the back over the middle. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He's got him. Touchdown, BYU! And the punishment has been extended.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give out of the gun. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. Past the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. On target. At the 40, there he goes. Turning on the Jets. Seizing an open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies.
There he goes. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Red Raiders trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. This is a designed run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And finally, man, this offense, they have struggled all day. They've been shut out all game. Finally put a drive together, got some points on the board, got some good mojo. Maybe they can take this into next week. I know it's been a bad day, but sometimes these type of things can carry over.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Trying to beat him to the left.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Gets the back moving. Trying to escape and get it himself. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Knocked out of bounds at the 7-yard line. The big run's going to make it 1st and goal.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. This is soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Touchdown, Cougars! And the pummeling has started. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Hammond. Oh, they're after him. Gets rid of it. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? DB's right up on the receivers. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They won it all! That is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. Nice move there. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Cougars come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They want that clock to run. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, and they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so.
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still 1st and goal. To the air. It's Bachmeier. Pocket breaking down. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here, down close in the red zone.
The option look. Touchdown Cougars. And the route is on. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. And they finish it off with a touchdown and seal up this game.
Yeah, this might be what you call garbage time, and it might not really matter because you know the game's out of reach, but I like it. Keep executing, keep finding some more plays. Hey, maybe you find a play later on down the season you might come back to and say, hey, this actually worked in this situation.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, the ground game.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
He has the first and still on his feet. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone.
Turning it on! They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Red Raiders have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Now they'll run it to the right here. Creates a little room. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Hammond. He's going for a big play downfield. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The Red Raiders line it up with a 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. And they are in for the score here late in the 4th quarter.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Texas Tech, 20.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
1st and 10.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires one high and deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, in that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, He's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.